You're listening to Brandon Sports Talk, interviewing professional athletes and Paralympians and Olympians. And now for your professional athlete interview and your host, Brandon P.
Welcome back to Brandon Sports Talk. In today's episode, I have the privilege of interviewing a free agent of professional football in the NFL, CFL, and XFL, Sean Simpson. How are you doing today?
It's Shane, but I'm doing well though.
Thank you. Can you talk about how you knew that you wanted to get started in playing in professional football?
Yeah, I've always been a passion of mine. I would say around when I was 6 years old, 7 years old, I sat it at the dinner table with my moms, my pops, and my sister at the table. We weren't talking about football at all. I just said it out loud, and that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to be when I grew up. So I'm glad I fulfilled that little guy's dream.
What was your experience like going to college and playing collegiate football at Towson and getting to put on that uniform?
Towson, but it was great. Everything the coaches said to me when I was getting recruited um came to fruition because they said if I come there, I can make a legacy for myself and really cement my legacy there, and that's exactly what I did. Especially the time that I was going there, it was known for being like RBU in Division One football because they had Terrence West before me, then Darius Victor right after, and then I come in after those guys, and then all three of us all got um, CAA Rookie of the Year when we were freshmen. So it was definitely a blessing to be a part of those, be with those guys, learn from those guys, and then we'll probably hit on the accolades next. But my college career at Towson and University of Virginia was great.
What was that experience like getting to put on that college football jersey and representing them?
It was amazing just because you're defeating the odds, really, just because a lot of people don't know the small percentage of people that get to play one college sports, and then two is another thing to play Division One football. Playing Division One football is 3% of people in the world, so I'm glad to be a part of that 3% and putting on ACC jersey, wearing the blue and orange. With Virginia was amazing. Like I grew up. I'm a Giants fan, so I grew up liking Tiki Barber as like one of my favorite running backs, and then everything coming full circle when I actually had his locker at University of Virginia. So it was definitely dope. And then at Towson, couldn't ask for anything better. Just they allowed me to be me and do what I do best.
Of course, as you talked about that, what was that experience like transferring to Virginia and getting to play with them after your time with Charleston?
It was dope. Obviously, I always wanted to play Power Five ball. I know I could have did it at a high school, but certain circumstances didn't allow me to. But I'm also a guy that everything happens for a reason, and being able to finish my collegiate career out at a Power Five school, I couldn't ask for anything better. But definitely transferring to Virginia to get back on your question was a blessing. Just the people that I met, playing in the Power Conference of ACC, doing well there as well. It wasn't a big crazy transition just because I was playing Division One ball, just just getting used to obviously all the players, new coaching staff, new system, and other than that, it was everything was business football.
What were some of your accomplishments in college?
Ooh, we got a long list. Um, at pretty much every award you can think of, from All American, first team All American at three different positions: running back, all purpose player, kick returner, three-time All Conference at running back, kick return, punt returner, special teams player of the year, rookie of the year, national rookie of the year, ECAC rookie of the year. Um, what else was there? NFLPA attendee, and yeah, NFLPA bowl attendee. Um, College Gridiron Showcase um, participant, top 250 seniors in the country, Senior Bowl watch list twice for the Reese's Senior Bowl, um, all-purpose leader in school history at Towson. Then I finished my career with close to 6,000 yards all-purpose.
Coming out of college, what was that experience like getting into professional football and first going to the indoor football league?
That wasn't my first league that I went to. When I first came out of Virginia, I signed with Washington Commanders. But as soon as I was about to go head to camp, I got COVID. So I actually was on the COVID list the whole year in 2021. So I had to once I was not sick, I had to go get the shot. So I was out for another amount of time, 2 weeks from my first shot, then got to recover. Then I had to schedule another appointment to get my other shot, and pretty much missed the whole season in 21. And then last year in 2022, signed up to play at in the CFL with Winnipeg Blue Bombers and Montreal Alouettes. And then I came back to the States, got drafted to DC Defenders in the XFL this year, and finished my year in the IFL with Quad City.
What was that experience like getting to sign for to the Washington Commanders and getting to play with them?
It was definitely a dope experience. That's what you want to do when you're a kid and you have aspirations to play pro ball. So to even get text messages, calls from numerous head coaches, GMs in the league saying that they want you or you're a great player, just stuff like that. That's definitely a blessing because not everybody gets to get that feeling. But I truly still have a sour taste in my mouth due to the fact that I really couldn't do anything to perform because I was sick. But nonetheless, it's still a blessing.
What was that transition like from you from going from Washington Commanders to getting into the CFL?
Um, definitely a big adjustment. Just because one, I'd never been to Canada, so I don't know anything around it. Then there's different rules up there. The field is bigger, field is wider. Like in the States, I want to say the regular football field is 56 yards wide. Up there, it's 63 yards wide. Then goalposts are in the front of the end zone with 20-yard end zones. So it was definitely different than all the head start motions you had to get used to and just all the different rules. But other than that, oh yeah, and then 12 on 12 up there instead of 11 on 11. So that was pretty much the only big adjustment. But other than that, it's just football at the end of the day.
Of course, when getting to Winnipeg, what was that experience like getting to put on that uniform for the first time?
It was dope, especially going to a powerhouse team like that. Um, and that would be my first season up there. It was dope. Got to play with some really good guys, and I can't I don't got any words, but it was definitely a dope experience.
How was that experience like getting to represent the city of Winnipeg in Canada?
It was definitely dope. Probably one of the coldest cities I ever been in. Like the end of camp, it was still snowing, and that's in the end of May for people that don't know. So it was touching June and it was still snowing. So just imagine that coming from a guy from the States, and it's probably like 80 degrees at the end of May. So that was definitely an adjustment, but playing for a powerhouse team, like I said before, and the fans packed the stadium every week that we're there and they travel. Couldn't ask for a better organization to start my career up there.
While with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, what were some of your biggest accomplishments?
Shoot, just playing up there, really. Just continuing my playing career as a pro. Got cut short due to injury up there. Because I don't know if people know, there's not an injury settlement up there. Pretty much if you're injured for extended amount of time and yeah, like say you're a rookie per se, like I was up there, they're gonna let you go. And then that's what happened. But definitely, definitely an amazing experience just to even get signed.
What was that transition like going from the Blue Bombers to going to Montreal?
I would say more of a culture shock, just because I don't know a lick of French. So I'm in the French province in Montreal. So I'm seeing signs in French, stop signs in French, buildings in French, guys talking to me in French. So it was definitely a huge adjustment on my part, but it was definitely dope. Especially I knew people there too. I knew a couple of my teammates already, so it was pretty much easy to fit in.
Of course, for you, what was that feeling like getting to put on the CFL football jersey for Winnipeg and Montreal versus when you put it on in the NFL for Washington?
It was dope. Like I said, just fulfilling the little guy's dreams at 7 years old that I said at the dinner table that I wanted to be a pro athlete. So I'm glad I made him proud, and we're gonna still continue to go.
How has obviously your time playing in the NFL and CFL helped you to where you are now playing in the XFL?
Um, Shows you like football brings you different paths of life, and just going through all the adversity that I've been through from even when I was in high school, college, pros, just always a cycle. Just continue to do the hard things, get through the hard things, get through the hard times, because they're not gonna last long. So me going back to the XFL was definitely a great experience.
Coming into the XFL, what was it like getting to go play for the DC Defenders?
It was dope getting drafted over there just because I'm a Jersey PA guy. So and I went to school in the DMV. So being able to represent, I damn near call it home for when I in the DMV. So being drafted there and having close friends, family come to the games, dope. It was definitely dope.
Some of the similarities and differences between the NFL, CFL, and XFL.
It's all football at the end of the day, and you can't complicate football as long as you keep the main thing the main thing. Um, Everything's the same, really.
As a DC Defender, what was your typical game day look like?
Uh, like on game day, pretty much how you would do it in college, in the pros, really. Just you have your breakfast, obviously. You might have meetings, depending on where you're at, what team you're on. Um, then pretty much leading up to the game, you just do what you got to do your pregame rituals. Put your like for me personally, I like to lay down, watch TV, say my prayer, get dressed, dance a little bit, and then take a video of me dancing, and then walk it downstairs, get on the bus, get in the locker room, go scope the field out, just envision the plays you make, vision the atmosphere, give thanks, and go back in the locker room, get ready for game day.
How was that experience like getting to play teams in the XFL like Arlington Renegades, Houston Roughnecks, and Orlando?
It's dope. Like it's just football. At the end of the day, you're just playing another opponent, really.
What does it mean to you to be a professional football player that has played in the NFL, CFL, and XFL now?
Amazing. Just because there's not a lot of people that get to do what I'm doing. I'm part of the 1%, and that's um that's a statistic that a lot of people don't get to do, or even get the chance to play professional ball. So I'm definitely thankful. I'm definitely grateful for the opportunities that um been passed to me.
Who are some of the players in the leagues that you have played in that you have looked up to?
That looked up to. I wouldn't say I looked up to people, but uh, I probably wouldn't say I looked up to anybody really. There's a lot of great guys that I would watch their tape and stuff, like in college, like Christian McCaffrey, for example, Alvin Kamara, stuff like that. For me, playing running back, those type of guys.
Who are some of the running backs, whether it's in the NFL, CFL, or even XFL, that you have implemented your game after?
Uh, wouldn't say anybody I implemented my game after, just due to the fact that we're kind of like the same age. But if we had to compare games that I have similarities to, I would say Christian McCaffrey, Swiss Army knife, Austin Eckler, Swiss Army knife. Um, that's probably in the league, and probably a little bit of Alvin Kamara, a little bit. Even though he's taller than me, but um, from his balance standpoint and being able to catch out the backfield, I would say those three.
What is that feeling like getting to meet your fans and having them ask for your autographs and photos with you?
It's amazing just being able to be a light to somebody else. Like obviously football is just a game. It's a game, and it's what we do. But at the end of the day, football is so much bigger than us. And for a kid or a parent or anybody who wants to get my autograph, um, it's amazing at the end of the day just because I'm making somebody else's day, and that puts a smile on my face.
Throughout the league that you have played in, what has that been like? Obviously, getting to see them represent you as a fan and wearing your jersey.
It's dope just because you come into this world with just your name. So I don't obviously you want to hold your name to a great standard, and for people to put on a jersey that says Simpson on the back, or even if it's just a number, whatever number I'm at the time, and they feel like they love showing that they're representing me and the team. That's a no bigger blessing than that.
What are some of your favorite memories and moments as a professional athlete?
Oof, definitely a lot, really. Just being, I'll probably even just say the first and biggest one, just being able to be here, being able to play football at the highest level, due to the fact of all the adversity that I went through in my life to even get to where I'm at today. I'll probably say that's probably the biggest.
What are some of your future plans in your football career moving forward?
Play football as long as I can. Obviously, I want to get back to the NFL. Gonna do whatever I got to do. Obviously, got to network, play ball. At the end of the day, stay healthy, do what I got to do on my part, control what I can control. Then add, like besides football, personal train that I'm doing now in the off season. Move down south. Whenever I'm ready, um, settle down, have kids, and go from there.
What advice would you give those people that are looking to play college football and go play in the NCAA?
Say that again.
What advice would you give future college football players out there?
Shoot, it's gonna be tough. Um, you gotta you gotta love the grind because it's definitely and then college nowadays is way different than when I was there because all the NIL stuff. So definitely don't get swayed the wrong way to a school just because of the money. Obviously, it's great. Like I'm a little jealous that we didn't have any NIL deals, but keep your head on straight, control what you can control, embrace the struggle, don't run from it, don't try and think that portal's your friend. Don't, because nobody wants to see somebody in the portal more than one time, two times, three, two, more than one time, really. Because that's where the culture is broken in college football nowadays. Because everybody wants to transfer somewhere else, or they think everybody's out to get them, and that's not the case. You just gotta look in the mirror, suck it up, and do what you got to do as a man.
What advice would you give those college football players out there looking to play in professional football after their playing career, whether it's going into the NFL, CFL, or XFL?
It's not gonna be easy. Definitely gotta know. It's gonna The best advice really is to have a great network. Obviously, you have to be able to play football at the high level. They have to see some skill, but um, just do what you got to do to get there, and whatever you got to do. Um, Playing wise, you just gotta do it.
What advice would you give those future Canadian football players out there looking to play in the Canada Football League?
I mean, you said for Canadians?
Hmm?
I'm not Canadian, so that's kind of easier for them on that part, just because it's Canadian Football League. So, um, but I'm speaking to Americans that want to go up there. It's a different ball game. You just gotta know the rules. There's a certain amount of Americans that can be on the team at a certain time. Um, they have to have a minimum 22 um, Canadians on the roster, and plus three global players, not from America. Um, so yeah, just do your homework up there, and think you love the game up there. The people are great. The fans love you. So you can't go wrong with endless professional football.
What advice would you give those future XFL players out there looking to play in the XFL?
Um, Obviously, there's more leagues. Keep growing every year. Or so like you got NFL, CFL, XFL, IFL, AFL, ELF, all these all these different leagues that you can show your talent at. So don't get butt hurt. Excuse me, that you didn't get to your first destination first. Everything's just out like I say all the time. It's a slow grind. Um, be where your feet are and shine wherever you at.
That's great advice. Where can my listeners find you out on social media?
Yeah, so on Instagram it's Shane Simpson _31. Twitter it's Shane _Simpson 18. And that's all I pretty much use.
Thank you again, Shane Simpson, for your interview and best luck in your future as a professional football player.
Thank you.
You can find Brandon Sports Talk on Instagram at Brandon Sports Talk, Twitter at Talk_Brandon, and you can find me on YouTube at Brandon Sports Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and thank you again, Shane Simpson, for your interview and best luck in your future.
Thank you.
You've been watching Brandon Sports Talk. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to Brandon Sports Talk on social media and on YouTube.